Hello, everybody. So, I'm gonna play New World. This is not yet New World Eternum. That comes out October 15th. It will be the enhanced version of the thrilling action RPG with a fresh and compelling experience, both for PC and console players. I don't have any modern consoles, so I'll stick to the PC version. Thank you very much. The newest update to New World is update 5.0.2. I don't know what that did, and I don't care. Hi, Pilgrim. How you doing? Why aren't you playing Age of Conan or Exiles? I was watching you play Exiles yesterday, and I almost installed it. I was this close, but I had planned on playing New World all week, and I was waiting till the weekend to get back in. I did play Age of Conan for a few hours yesterday. It was fun. I forget. I have my two characters here, and I forget what they do. This is my higher one. Let me just go with the higher one. You're gonna do Exiles? You're gonna play Exiles? Yeah. You know what? Maybe I will install it. I tried that for, I don't know. I probably didn't even give it an hour or two. I don't think it was because I didn't like the game. I think it was because I was already playing something else, and I just get caught up in a game, and then I catch my eye on another game, and I jump from game to game, and it's a real problem. I have a problem. All right, what does he do? What does this guy do? I think he is. Oh, I just equipped this great big sword on him, and I was going to try that out. That's another issue I have. Like, you would think that the smart thing to do, right, would be to stick with a weapon and level it all up. But no, I have to do them all at once. How do I even get into my weapon? It's not even been that long since I played, and I'm clueless, like a noob right now. This is all my stuff. I guess I have to visit my bank. Yeah. Escape. Here we go. Character? Weapon mastery. Level 8 sword and shield. Level 6 rapier. Level 5 great sword. So I have been doing the great sword for a little bit. I wouldn't be playing it if not for the SM review I'm working on, but actually really like it. You talking about Exiles now or Age of Conan? Oh, Soul Mask. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, that's SM, Soul Mask. Dirt. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I haven't purchased Soul Mask yet, but it is definitely on my radar. I'm being a little more careful about what I buy, because, I mean, if you've seen my Steam library, and that's not even including all the non-Steam games I have, I mean, your jaw would drop, and there's just too many. It's too many, and it's no good for my habits. It's no good for my wandering from game to game. I need to select a handful of games and just stick with them and play them until I finish them or until I'm satisfied. Because I don't like I've never been unsatisfied with New World. I just never stick with it for some reason. So I've done some healing with this guy. He's a level 8 life staff. I think I started out with the musket, and the musket's fun. It makes a lot of noise. The big boomstick. I guess right now I'm doing great swords. Let's see how that goes. My journal has the main story quest, which is Strength of a Soul. Prove your resolve to Jonas by enduring a trial by combat in an ancient Soul Warden temple. This is the main story quest. Locate the ancient Soul Warden temple to begin your trial. The UI in this game is... I guess it's very modern, and I'm not used to it. Alright, let's go 190 meters this way. I do like the action combat in this. Here's a player. I always like to see players running around when I'm playing an MMO. If it's just me, that's one of the things that will make me kind of lose interest. I think that's why I lost interest in Fallen Earth. After I was watching you play Fallen Earth, I remembered that game, and I was like, oh, this could be fun. If people are playing it again, it's going to be awesome. Well, I really didn't see anybody. Did not uninstall it. I'm still going to play it. But, you know, I think in MMO, it's important for an MMO to have other people. Even the solo-based MMOs like World of Warcraft, you know, Final Fantasy. Oh, here comes trouble. I don't remember how to do combat. First of all, that's the wrong weapon. There we go. Get the big weapon out. Don't step in that. Murder by committee. The Eternum rebrand looks interesting. I read it just before, and I watched the video. And I think from what I hear about the game, it needs something. Right? Because I hear a lot of negativity about the game. That's not putting away your weapon. That isn't either. I do this every time I play. How do I put away my weapon? But, you know, when I hear and what I see on YouTube and Twitch, I see some negativity about the game. I see people complain about the things such as maybe there's not enough endgame or this and that. I don't know. Maybe they just like to pick on the big game company that has a lot of money. But, you know, in order to bring in people, and not even bring in people, this game brought in plenty of people. The problem is they cannot hold on to people. And I'm one of them. I'm like just as guilty as everyone else for leaving. Although I don't get on social media and bash the game. I actually enjoy the game while I play it. I love it. I think it's a great game, and I wonder why people say bad things about it. That's not to say it's the best game in the world. But, you know, I play a lot of old games, classic games with systems that are outdated. This one is a modern game. If only I could have gotten one of those a few days ago when I was upstate. Now, they just hang around right next to me in the game. It's not fair. I ran past where I need to be. I gotta go up there. So I didn't get the expansion to this yet, although I've got my eye on that too. The problem is, why buy an expansion when I only play the game for a week and then put it down, then come back, play another week or two, put it down? I haven't gotten through most of the content in the base game, so... And who needs... Uh-oh. Who needs a mount when you got 2 legs? Alright, that's block. I know that. Block. Swing. Dodge. Swing. It's all coming back to me. It's like riding a bicycle. Okay, Q apparently is switching weapons. No, it's just that I pressed the wrong button. I want to use my Q ability. What does that do? It does that. R. This guy's got a shield, so I got to get around his shield. Did he just heal himself? That bastard. Game's got cool animations. I love the sound effects in this game. That's one thing they don't have to change. They nailed that. You have 800 hours. Wow. 800 hours in New World. That's a lot. Overall, it just feels like Amazon Game Studio doesn't know what they're doing or what to do with the game. Well, that's part of the criticism, and I think I have to give it to the criticizers on this point because they are a noob MMO company. I mean, what other work did their developers do? If you look at their resumes, they haven't been experienced in making these games, and it shows in some of the aspects of the game when I play it. But like I said, I haven't played enough to really be the ultimate critic of the game. But what are the most important things of an MMO, right? You pointed it out in some of your videos. Combat, it's got to be good. And unless you're playing a life simulator, you know, when you don't go out and fight, you gotta have good combat in a game. So I enjoy this game's combat. It's good. I think a major problem with the game, you know, getting away with the things that make an MMO good, is that it changed its direction late in its development, right? It was supposed to be a survival crafting type of game, I think, or like a PvP game where you were always in danger of getting killed and losing your stuff. That's the game I was looking forward to when they were making it. And then they changed it. I guess they had some betas, or they had some people test the game and complain about it, and they changed direction. Now, that could have been a disaster for the game. I don't know if it affected it badly or not, because I never played what it was supposed to be. Oh, this guy's tough, huh? Right, let me use some of my abilities. I have to read what that does. I don't even know what that does. This guy over here shooting me, I'm going to kill him first. I forgot if you hold down the left mouse button, you charge up your attack. You get both of them with this cube. It's time for me to leave. I don't know what I just did there. Okay, here we go. Health potion. That guy is still shooting at me. Come on. I'll take this guy on his own. Mono-y mono. Let's go, Guardian Taskmaster. I don't think I like the greatsword. I just stink with it. Look at him, he heals. You get him down to nothing and he heals back up to halfway. I need like some sort of... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Is he... Oh, he's retreating. That's why. The alpha... I alpha tested it and it was full of a full loot... A full open loot PvP game then. Yeah, that's what I read about. When it was being developed, I read that and I was excited for it. I mean, I stink at those games, I really do. And they frustrate me, but it's exciting to be out in the world with other players, knowing that you could lose everything and knowing that it's just always tense. That's why I like hardcore. You know, you've got something to lose. I can't stand an MMO where I'm going to do my quest. It may be a little difficult. I die, and I just respawn and run back and do it again. It's like brainless stuff. I think one of the other biggest issues they had was the engine the game is built on is not great. They've never launched an update that didn't break more than it fixed. They've had multiple catastrophic issues with duping. I heard about that. That destroyed the economy as well. They've had to turn off the trading post, player trading, with a multitude of other things because they break stuff constantly. Just a poorly handled game from beginning to end. Beyond that, the leveling experience and combat are top-notch. I don't hate the PvE. The PvP is fun when it's not overrun with broken builds, which is almost never. Well, PvP is PvP. I'm not going to blame developers so much on going out there and getting killed by other players because I suck or because I don't have the right gear. That's just part of it. But those other points you made, you know, those are things that definitely should be looked at and fixed. And hopefully by October 15th, when they release the new New World Eternum, they will have worked those things out. I just hope they listen to their player base, because I'm not active on their Discords and in their forums and whatever. Like, I just log in, I play the game. I kind of don't even pay attention to the global chat, you know. I hear what people say on their videos, you know, YouTube and whatever. It's mostly not that great. But I mean, look at this game. It's beautiful. The animations are great. Combat is engaging. You got a whole bunch of weapons and different things to level up. And usually I like a game with like classes, like a race and a class and so on. Like I'm old school. I like to have a little bit of limitation. You know, if I play the Elder Scrolls Online, I'm gonna just drive myself crazy with all the options and all the freeform stuff there is. If you tell me that I'm going to be a paladin and this is what I can cast and these are the weapons I can use, then fine. I'll just work with it. But it's cool, I think, that you can go in and check out all these weapons and kind of combine them to make different builds. I like that. I don't have the newest expansion, so I can't do flail yet, but I don't know if I'm probably going to get the expansion. It's honestly a very easy game to enjoy. I didn't put 800 hours in it because I didn't have fun. Well, that is a lot of hours, and I could see how I could get swept up in a game like this. It has the housing, right? It kind of has like E2Q housing, where it's not really your plot, but you go into the city and you can get a little place, which is fine. You know, and I hear that it's pretty good as far as the decorating and stuff. What can I do? Let me read first of all. I was about to do this and then I forgot. My greatsword has these abilities. Cross cut. First hit 110% weapon damage, second hit 130, third hit 160. It's 3 quick slices in a sequence. Fine. And I've got these passives that go along with it. And then there is Calamity Counter. Block for 2 seconds while reducing block stamina damage taken by 90%, then unleash a counterattack that strikes all foes within 4 meters. Oh, that's handy. I wasn't doing that right. I have to activate that and then block. So, another thing that I was wondering about... Where's the map? I really haven't gotten away too... Uh-oh. Dare you spawn on me, Taskmaster. Taskmaster? Taskmaster. I like dodging. Why even... That's why I gave up on the shield. It's more fun to dodge. Ow. Ow. Wait, maybe I can't do my R because I don't have a shield. You have to have a shield to block? Otherwise, it's not really a block, right? It's a parry. Whoa, he turns around quick. No. And then I'm carrying a staff. I kind of like the healing staff. Sacred Ground. Creates an area on the ground with 3-meter radius and lasts for 12 seconds. Allies are healed for 16% weapon damage every second. I hear footsteps of a horse. And there's the horse. That is the perfect... That's what I'm talking about, the sound. Like, I heard that horse from down the road. And then, what is this? Orb of Protection. Shoots out a light projectile that grants 20% fortified for 10 seconds. Heals an ally for 8% of weapon damage and deals 146 weapon damage. So now I remember, my loop was this, if I remember it right. I had the staff. I shoot the staff. I get that buff on me, and then I run in there. Oh yeah, and you actually have to aim in this game, right? Oh, look out.
Oh, hello.
How do I do... He's talking to me. He's actually talking to me. How do I do that? What is the key? This is half of my...
Help?
Yeah. Yeah, how do I talk to you? Whoops. Such a noob.
You have to press V.
Can you hear me? That's not B. Which, what?
If you have a headset on your head. V on the keyboard.
Oh, V. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Nice. Hello.
Hello, kind sir.
I'm just getting back into the game here, so if it looks like I'm terrible, it's because I kind of am. Hey, don't I look like the lazy peon? Older, with gray, longer hair.
I'm back too, so it's been a while.
What is the max level? You're level 65. That's pretty high.
Yeah, it's the max level right now.
Nice. Are you coming back because of the patch, or because of the new New Worldly Turnum coming out soon, or in the fall?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I never got to high level. This is probably the highest level I've ever been in the game, so I haven't seen anything beyond like this area.
Oh, okay. I have the whole map, so I'm just discovering my new place that I don't have. So.
Wow, this map is huge and very busy.
Yeah, yeah. I sorry, my first language is not English.
Oh, I understand you just fine.
All right.
Well, it's nice to meet you, sir.
You too, man. Have a good day and have fun, man. If you need anything, just ask.
Oh, that's not kind of you. Thank you very much.
Add you on my friend list, so.
All right, I accept. Thanks. As he runs away, you hear his voice get further away from you. Like, how did they do that? How did they figure that out? No other developers could have done that in their game. Combat can make you a little dizzy, especially when you dance around. I'm gonna do this. Alright, so I defeated 8 Guardians. Now I have to enter the Tomb of the Old Warrior. Oh, this guy again. Come here. Not even dodge, I'm just gonna hack. Diablo style. Now you're dead. Thank you, Belgrim. You as well. I'll probably be in to check it out later on. I've been at it, I haven't been streaming very long. In fact, I just started, but I've been playing since early this morning. And probably going to take a lunch break sooner or later, and I'll check out your stream like I usually do. And I'll see you later. I don't think I'm doing that right. Let me try that again. Oh, you gotta double tap it, that's why. Yeah, now I get healed. Perfect. Don't step out of my green circle. Get in the green circle so I can heal. Oh, he had a nice dodge. The final promise. Let's read it.
I, Gilgamesh, do solemnly vow under the radiance of the sun and the luminescence of the stars, in the presence of the gods, to serve as an Amara, the blessed inheritor of the eternal fire.
Okay. Ascend higher into the temple. right after I gather my ancient coffer. Do we have a food buff going? Yeah, 9 more minutes. Alright, now I'm getting the hang of it. Why can't I? Alright, I've got to ascend. Trial of the Old Warrior. Objective started, level 15. Trial of the Old Warrior. Worthiness is never a given, it must be earned. Begin the trial. I have to interact with a glyph. Is this the glyph? It's pretty in here, very sparkly. You know, another thing, I know he's gone, but I could have complained a little bit about the character creation to Baelgrim. Because I do like a good character creator, and this one, even though the characters look good, like, I mean, every time I make a guy, they always seem to look the same. But maybe that's because I always choose the same face.
I vow to be both noble and true, to heed the divine voice, and to aid my people against all hardships and foes. I also swear on my bonded soul to ease the world's pain and to fulfill my sworn obligations regardless of the price.
So what I've found is that New World tells its story just like that. They're reading things, right? Which is fine. I don't care. But a little more interactivity with the NPCs would be nice. I got a lot of that earlier in the game, where you actually talk to the NPCs and you stand there and have conversations with them. But it seems like the important quest is just finding things and reading them. But, you know, the story's alright. If I was going to play an MMO for its story, I probably would be playing Final Fantasy or Elder Scrolls right now. Let the trial begin. This must be the glyph. I have to survive the trial. Okay, let's do this. You can hit me all you want while I'm standing in my green circle. I kind of like the great sword now. There are so many. Oh yeah. What does that sound? Alright, fight your way deeper into the temple by completing the trial. I don't like how when I put away my weapon, it still looks like he's holding his weapon. What's with that? Is there like a get out of combat mode, or just sheath, unsheath? Because that's me holding my Great Old Sword, right? And that's me not holding my sword, but still kind of holding it. Whatever. That looks like an unpleasant fella. Tomb of the Old Warrior. Very nice. So, I did read and hear about the engine being maybe not the best. The game certainly looks good. Maybe not as good as PAX Day and, you know, an Unreal 5 game, but... Alright, what do I do here? Defeat the Remnant. Weaken the Remnant by destroying inert remnants near it. Alright, what's an inert remnant? Where would that be? What would they be? This isn't an remnant right here. Yeah. He gets one shot by my healing staff, so he's easy. I hope they don't respawn, because I could be doing this all day. No, don't you dare. Ow! Just hit me for nearly 300 bucks, 300 damage. He's so big, it's hard to get out of his strike. I think maybe I have to block. Ah, I messed that one up. Let's have some health potions. Yeah, you gotta parry him. At least he doesn't knock you down, and he does a little less damage. Hit me again.
Victory. No might of sword, no conviction will keep you from me.
Read the third promise. Looks like my boots need to be repaired. The final promise.
I give my breath to the winds, my strength to the lands, and my spirit to the firmament, that it rain down into the blessed earth and the depths of the waters, to seal my oath for all time, and for all those who would follow in my path.
Defeat the remnant. Weaken the remnant by destroying inert remnants near it. I thought I just did this. Alright, let's do it again. Are there any down here? Oh yeah, there's one. Ow. higher level here. Look for Jonas along the road. Okay, so I guess I did this. My second objective here says major purchase. Buy a house and raise your decoration score above 1. That sounds fun. And then I have no good deed. Recover corn from the withered. I have some projects that I've gotten a long time ago from Monarch Bluff, but kind of gave up on those. I think I couldn't find the rabbits. I was supposed to collect rabbits or something. Should I just... Let me see the map. I'm looking for Jonas, right? Oh, he's right outside, so let me just get out of here. Trial of the Old Warrior, level 15. No, I did this already, right? How do I get out of here? I guess that's how you get out. Ooh. I hate archers. What is F? Something's gonna spawn on me right there. My F ability with my staff. F is Splash of Light. You and all group members within 25 meters are healed for 80% of weapon damage. Okay. Let me use that right now. Nice. He looks ridiculous with that big old sword, but it's kind of fun. Grace O'Malley.
Well, imagine the kinds of people you run into on the roads around here. But you're looking a little haggard, if you don't mind me saying so. Had an eventful journey, have you?
Level 25!
Thought I heard scuffling in those ruins. I was thinking there might be some treasure in there. But you don't look like you found something. You look like you're still searching.
Yes, did you see the old man?
Now that you mention it, there was an old codger a few paces back. They've got a proper city that direction. I'll be going back soon enough. But if you want to go after this geezer, go that way and just ask around town.
Main story crest updated. Rumor has it Jonas has appeared to have left you at the ruins, but luckily Grace O'Malley saw him pass by toward the town of Uxborough. Ask around to see if anyone has seen where he went off to. Alright, I'm going to Uxborough. I did do some leveling, so I have 3 attribute points. I've been putting just about every single point I get into focus, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but that's just what I'm doing. So because it's the life staff, which is what I'm carrying. What does the great sword like? It likes strength and dexterity. Yeah. Which explains why I suck with it. That explains a lot. Even still, the damage with my great sword is not too far underneath what my life staff does. What do my other weapons like to use? Let's see, the hatchet I don't have. The hatchet is with my other character. My other character does bow and hatchet. The rapier. This is not. This is what I want. Let's see. Rapier likes intelligence. You know, the flail and shield is under focus, and I really should get the expansion and try out the flail and shield. That would be fun. Void Gauntlet, damage scales with intelligence and focus. Just gonna stay in focus. Let's see my level rewards for level 25. I get a ring slot. Azoth Staff. Unlocks Rhaenician Quest, which grants an Azoth Staff tier 1 upon completion. And Azoth Staff is used to close level 25 corruption breaches. What are those? And then I unlock 3 versus 3 arenas. That might be fun. The things I hear negative about the 3-on-3 arenas are that people are tired of doing them because I think they haven't changed from the beginning, from what I've heard. Which is, for me, I've never done them, so it would be like all brand new for me. But I could see after, how long has this game been out? A few years now. After doing them over and over and not getting any new maps or anything new, I could see how that can get old. 2 times gear sets unlocks 2 gear sets at level 25. A mount quest unlocks My Kingdom for a Horse quest, which grants the ability to summon a horse mount, but I need to buy the expansion. So now I guess is a good enough time to buy it, because I guess level 25 is what you have to be. I get another consumable slot and season reward track, whatever that is. Alright, next I'm going for level 30, in 5 more levels I get a bag slot and an Azoth Staff upgrade. This is a slider here. Level 35 unlocks the ability to purchase your second house. Okay. At level 15 I was able to buy a house. It's been 10 levels and I still haven't even looked into that. I really should. Let's look at the mastery here. Did I level anything up in here? No, right? Almost. Great. I almost have the great sword leveled up. And life staff, not so much. Come here, you little bastard. I'll put you in a pot. Is this Oxborough? It sure is. You can't really do first person in this game either. Like that's unfortunate. Whoa, look out. Hanos Lumby.
Something to report? I'm only allowed to deal with minor public disturbances. For any mercantile disputes, you'll have to plead your case with one of the noble families.
Actually, I'm looking for someone.
Aren't we all? But information is power here. What you know, who you know, it could get you thrown down a hole somewhere. If you are determined, look for Sarah. She knows things, whether she admits it or not.
This is the funny walk, right? He looks like he's kind of jogging, but a half walk, half run. There is a way to make him actually walk. Now, I don't remember what that is. Oh, it's you have to hold control. Now he's walking, right? Now he looks like he's actually walking. Yeah, let's tip this fellow, even though I really didn't get to hear. Did I tip him? I pressed E. How are you today? That's awful. He simply embarrassing. That's not my character. This guy's not that good. All right. I'm looking for something. Oh, that's a house. Yeah, let's tip him. Yeah, tip donated. Very good. You could purchase a house here, huh? So it's 5,000 coins. How many do I have? Not quite enough. I don't even have half what I need. Alright, it's time to get to work. I need to raise money. How do you make money in New World? Here's Sarah. Yangundal. Yangandal. Sarah
Try not
Yangandal.
to look so lost, lamb. It attracts pickpockets.
No, don't go clutching your valuables either. That's even worse.
The guard said you can help me find someone.
Did he? I'll have to give him a talking to. Gossip is more valuable than gold in this town. But I'll give you this tip for free. If you're looking for someone recent, speak to the butler, Atticus. He knows everyone.
Talk to Atticus Stealthy. Oh, he's in this building, isn't he? I look so ridiculous with that huge sword. So while I'm in town, I'm just gonna take it off. You know, I don't need the staff on me either, I guess. No, I kind of look like a normal person, other than the hat. Let's take the hat off too. Okay, that's better. What happened to my hair? Whoa. Here's Atticus.
If you're looking for my proprietors, I am afraid they are not taking appointments today. Unless there is something else I can assist you with.
It's Michael Stipe. I'm looking for an old fisherman named Jonas.
Can't say that name sparks any torches. Perhaps he was just passing through. If that's the case, I'd ask Guard Captain Dubois. He keeps his eye on who's coming and going.
On to the next. Alright, talk to Franck Dubois. Franck. Hello there, Sojourner. How are you? Hope you're doing alright today. Look at that blue sky. It's a beautiful day here in Oxborough. Don't mind me, this is how I get around. This is how I played EverQuest 2. When it first came out, for the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, maybe the first month or so, I just wanted to take in all of the sights and sounds of Kinos and all of the cities. I would just take my character in there and walk around, and that's what I would do. Maximilius Marcellus. Step right up for a showdown you will never forget. 2 teams enter, and after a clash of skill and brutality, a team emerges victorious. Are you courageous enough to brave the arena? What is the arena? What is the arena? Why, it is the grand tradition of my motherland of Rome. It is a battle spectacular of two teams going head-to-head in combat. It requires skill, coordination, and an unshakable mettle to participate. My stream is going very well. I started off shaky because I haven't played New World in a little while, but it all comes back to me, and I completed a part of my main quest, and now I'm continuing on in this town of Oxborough, which I've never been to. My next goal, I think, is to raise coins so that I can buy a house, because I haven't done that yet in this game. I'd like to do that. But right now I'm learning how to participate in the arena. To enter the arena, you can open your map and use modes to sign up for arena grounds. So what do you say? You're ready to fight with guts and glory, for honor and for fame? Yeah. To enter the arena, you can open your map and use the modes. Yeah, I just read that. Oh, my immersion. You played New World? Here's Franck Dubois. Well, that sounds like fun, but I don't really stream to get viewers. I play the games because I love to play, and I stream sort of as like a side thing.
If you've come to grease my palms about the permit, demand my aid in a petty squabble, or accuse me of some insane crimes and move along, I'm afraid I am very busy today.
Of course I'm French. Can't you tell by this ridiculous accent? The old fisherman. Ah, the old man Jonas, right? Yes, he passes through often, always raving about corruption. He lives outside the walls, in a cabin to the east. But be careful if you're headed that way, or at least don't say I didn't warn you. Does he have something else to say?
Ah, the old man Jonas, right? Hold a moment. You look like someone who's handy with a weapon. I keep an eye out for such talents. If your allegiance hasn't already been claimed, there are those who'd like to change that.
Allegiance to whom?
Well, towns are always looking for able-bodied workers. Got a town board for that. But if you know how to fight, well, then you could join up with one of the factions.
What factions?
Well, the Covenant, Marauders, and Syndicate are the heavy hitters these days, always vying for influence. You'll find agents of all three in town, or not far. I talk to them. Neutrality doesn't offer many perks, you know?
Alright. This is how I get my faction, finally. So number 1, purchase a house. Number 2, three-way war. Seek out the Covenant, seek out the Syndicate, seek out the Marauders. And then I have a few other quests to do. What is nearby? This must be... Okay, this way I guess is one of the factions. Can I get there from here? Probably this way. Wait a minute. I'm going the wrong way. That's where I want to go. How do I make that... No, that's not the one I want. I want the one where I go up here. Read. Not rumor has it. This one. Okay, so maybe I am going the right way. Let's go out this exit though. Maybe I should dump some of my stuff.
Aha! You seem fierce in fashion and forward in battle. I, Gianni, can help you impress the ladies and depress your foes.
How would you do that?
I've added wefts in the cloth, an art I learnt in Africa. Can you see the pattern? Or is it too fine?
Transmogrify my outfit.
Sometimes.
I haven't unlocked any skins, so this is useless. Alright, time to put on my ridiculous equipment. Let's keep the great sword for now. What's this? This is a player? Camping available. I haven't set up camp in quite a while. Not since the tutorial in the beginning of the game. I'm going the wrong way. Right, I heal when I shoot them. I think I do. That's fun. I like that mechanic in a game where when you're a healer, if your staff or your weapon or whatever you have, your spells, damage your enemies and heal your comrades. It's good. Put that away. And speak to Florina.
Greetings, traveler. You have the air of one new to Aeternum, so I pray the fires of hope still burn within your heart. I have taken on a daunting quest to bring aid to the needy, but I am the one now in need of assistance.
What do you need help with?
It's painful to admit, but when the Olcott farm fell to the lost, I offered to help them reclaim their valuables. I came here with the old man Felden Olcott, but the withered are too many. I had no choice but to run.
What about Felden?
He refuses to flee, and I'm too shaken to go back. Please speak with him and get him to leave before he too becomes lost. You must convince him. It's not worth risking his soul for a handful of material possessions.
Decades. Nearly a century we worked this land, only to have it fall to the lost. My family took refuge in town, but we have nothing beyond the clothes we wore when we fled.
Initiate Florina sent me to talk to you.
Young Florina? This whole venture was her idea. Save your breath, stranger. I'm not leaving with nothing to show for it. I don't care about the coin, but the memories. If you help me reclaim our keepsakes, I'll go.
I'll help. You get to safety.
I'll be safe enough right here until you get back. I've dealt with the lost before. If you take too long, I'll come in there myself. This is still my farm, you know.
Okay. The Olcott family farm. Gotta do stuff in here. Recover family memories. Reclaim the keepsakes from supply chests. Collect a locket from one of the lost. Pardon me. And collect the town crest. Alright. No, I got hiccups. Uh-oh. I missed! What is that? A stale crop abomination? Apparently my weapon does no damage if I fire over a fence. I've been saving everything I collect from these crates. All the things that I collect while I'm out adventuring are in my bank for when I want to do the crafting, which I would like to get into as well. The game has a lot. It really surprises me that I don't stick with it. I've never, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I never gave up on it. I just don't stick with it and play it constantly. And that's not even a bad thing. Like, why can't someone have an MMO that they just play every once in a while? It's a credit to the game that I could pick it up and play it with the same characters. Usually when I start a new MMO and I haven't played it in some time, I have to create a new character because I don't remember what my characters did. I don't remember how I played them, what their skills or spells were. And of course I could just play them and relearn them, but I don't know, I'm weird like that. I usually just like to start from scratch. And I've done that in this game several times. I've had to restart my character because, well, just because. Oh, I haven't played in a while, so I might as well start over. Well, that's something I'm getting out of because then I just wind up repeating the same content over and over and over. Now that I'm 25, it's kind of a refreshing thing. Now I get to see more content and maybe unlock a faction, maybe buy a house. Take down the town crest. It looks like there's something over here too. What is this? A life moth. Oh, that's a harvesting thing. There it is, Great Sword level 6. Let's assign points. Roaring Rupture. Stab the ground and send out a shockwave. You know what, I'm not going to assign yet. I think I was following some... Was I following a guide with this character? Maybe I wasn't. I don't think I was, because you could always respec your stuff here. protect him. Still need to... Oh, I've gotten everything, I think. There's a player over here. No, that's a turkey. Yeah, there was a player running a... I think he's down there. Bring the family memories to Feldon Olcott. Everfall standing increased. So this is a new part of the map, right? Everfall. House ownership. You can own a house in Everfall. Great. Now I have standing gain. Earn more territory standing while in Everfall. Base plus 5%. Earn more experience while in Everfall. Base plus 3%. Increase gathering speed in Everfall. Let's do increase territory standing. Station fee, decrease the crafting fees. Trading fee, decrease trading fees. And storage, increase storage. Decrease trading fee, let's increase storage. Where is this fellow? There was somebody up there I could talk to. Is that a mountain lion? Oh, it's a wolf. Proving them wrong. I can feel the glares from Adjudicator Amano and Commander Cowhan whenever I pass them in the settlement. Uh-oh. Bastards. Thought I heard rattling bones. There are more of them. I can feel the glares from Adjudicator Amano and Commander Cowhan whenever I pass them in the settlement. They are not subtle people. I know they disapprove of my research into the ancients, thinking them heretics or weaklings. But I will prove them wrong. I will prove them all wrong. Heron's field notes. Sometimes it's hard to tell who's actually writing the note. Day 1. Let's read it and then add it to the journal. Day 1. The Stevens Expedition. Today we journey out from the settlement in Everfall to uncover all we can about these beguiling obelisks. I, Roger Henry Stevens, led this expedition, and I am accompanied by 2 strong associates, Walter McKay and Elias Anders. As leader, I assign myself the task of documenting our journey for prosperity, as well as recording all scientific measurements and observations to be gained from this endeavor. As draft animals are difficult to come by, our expedition is lightly equipped, bearing only what we may carry on our backs. Our goal is to complete a circumference of the outer obelisks and, if successful, gather a full expedition to penetrate ruins and make a true inspection of the central obelisk. I'm reading a journal. Can't you see that I'm reading a journal? Quiet. Another one. Our planned detour is to be made to the Windsward settlement for resupply and respite. I plan to spend a few days at each obelisk, taking measurements and gathering plant and stone samples from each location to determine what, if any, differences are present at each. Our first destination is the Orion obelisk, where the journey shall begin. What is this? Can I add this to my journal now still? No, it's already read. I guess you could add it to your journal and read it at another time, like when you're not being attacked by skeletons. Yeah, when I have the room, this is the way to go. I do more damage, and I take less damage. It's not nearly as fun, though. I like hacking things with related weapons. It's just, that's my thing. Scrolled notes. The obelisks left behind by the ancients seem to have multiple functions, drawing power and using that power for some defensive purpose. I have recorded 2 particular towers of interest, Orion and Draco. And this looks promising. You spot a few hasty sketches in the margins, which appear to be diagrams of small ancient devices. This WH might provide a decent reward for returning their notes and finding a few devices. Got a bunch of quests here. I want to hand in my memories to Felden Olcott. I believe I gotta go down the road this way. Yeah, I get that from time to time. I don't do any moderation. I have to figure out how to do that. There's probably ways to like screen or do something, but you know, I'm always polite and I always, you know, engage, and then when I get the sense of what they're after, then I just say, well, that's okay. I'm good. Thanks for coming. Shall we play a game? How do I miss that? How am I missing? I guess I was too far away. Alright, where's Mr. Olcott? I hear they're adding swimming to New World. That'll be exciting. I mean, that's fine. I guess you have to have swimming in a proper MMO. Is that where we are now? It's not a proper MMO if you can't actually swim in the water. But there are a few MMOs that do have quite a bit of fun content in the water. Guard their surge protectors. Funny you should say that. I was at work yesterday, and I came back, and the power went out in my neighborhood. So everything was working when I got home, but when I came upstairs to turn on my computer, the lights in the room came on, and everything was on, except my computer was black. There was no power to the outlet. And it was just that one outlet. So I'm scratching my head, looking around, checking breakers, call my electrician. My electrician's like, just look at the GFI. It's in the back by the air unit. So sure enough, that's what it was. But I had no idea that was there. So, you know, it's good to be aware of your household and how it's built, I guess. So I could do this for hours. I could just, like, I've already lost track of what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to find Felden Olcott, right? And I'm pretty much circling him, just killing these zombies. Just because the combat is fun. Now that I've got my my rotation down with my staff and my greatsword, and I don't look like such a fool doing it, it's fun. My healing staff does so much more damage than my greatsword at this point, so it really doesn't make too much sense. I do want to level it up though, so in order to level up your two weapons, assuming you have to use them both in the combat, or do you just have to have them equipped? I don't know how it works. I didn't do the math to see whether or not you get more experience by using it. You know what I mean? Where is Olcott? He's got to be around here. That can't be right. I'm looking for the wrong... He's right there. There he is. Yeah, you have to use them. I mean, that makes sense. So, what you're saying then is, if I use my sword and my staff equally in combat, let's say I do it 50-50. Will I get 50-50 for each weapon? Or is like slot 1 your main weapon, maybe you get more experience with that one, I don't know.
Oh. Well now, I was having doubts, but here you are, just as you promised. This means a lot. Covenant Initiate Florina returned to Oxborough discouraged. Perhaps you should speak with her.
He really is a slow talker, huh? Alright, so I'm back to Oxborough Town. Circle of Stars is a level 18 quest here. Oh yeah, I started this quest. Investigate the Orion and Draco towers to acquire ancient devices, then return them with the notes to William Heron in Everfall Settlement. Towers. Oh, that can't be one of them. No. That's one of them. Wasn't I just up there though? Seems like it's getting dark. Nighttime. Nighttime in New World, it's got these red stars. It's kind of cool. What is it's called Eternum, right? Eternum is the world of New World. Sort of like Skull Island. You got to pass through a mist and then all of a sudden you're in this fantasy land. You know, it doesn't bother me that everybody's human in this game. Usually it does, but in New World it doesn't. I have to fight my way through these undead again, which is fine with me. He's gonna knock me off this stairway. Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know. After the initial quest, does that fog lift? Because initially, when you join the game, they tell you that ships just crash and get shipwrecked, but you can't escape, right? And O'Malley wants to like grab her loot and just get out. Hit me again. So I don't think I have to actually block with that skill. I think it's just a magical aura that does the blocking. Let me see something. It just says block. You activate it, you block for 2 seconds. And you reduce your stamina. Take 90%. You reduce blocking stamina by 90%, then unleash a counterattack. Oh yeah, sorry. You see the counter on the bottom. He hit me twice. Oh, so this is active now. This wasn't active before. Alright, I got the ancient device. Bonus. Exactly. These are new worlders from the 15th, 1600s who disappeared into the alternate reality during their voyage. I like the theme behind New World. I kind of like New World stuff. Like, you know, I love the movie. I don't know if you ever seen New World. It's a kind of an old movie by now, but really cool movie about, you know, kind of loosely about John Smith and Pocahontas. And I think it's cool how they sort of pulled off the theme. You know, they made it so that there's magic and it sort of feels like a fantasy, a realistic fantasy MMO, if that's something. My friend always used to make funny comments because we used to play Warhammer Fantasy Battles on the tabletop. And I would play Orcs and Goblins, right? Greenskins. And he would play High Elves. And we'd sometimes get into arguments about not so much playing and arguing about, like, competitive arguing, but arguing about the lore, right? So whenever I would play, like, Orcs and Goblins would have a low morale, so my units might run off the table or something, and I would complain, and I would say something like, you know, that's not realistic, and so he just stops me. He goes, let me stop you right there. These are elves fighting little green men with magic spells. Why do you want to be realistic? And then I would just stop, and I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Originally, it was going to be straight up conquistadors versus natives. Yeah, I'm glad they changed that. One of the things I really dislike about what New World has become is that it's all but given up on the historical accuracy and themes. Yeah, I agree. I kind of like a game to have some of those background themes. They don't have to follow exactly, but I was a kid when I played a game called, I think it was called World War II Online or something like that. It was one of the first online persistent war games, and you could play either Nazis, you know, Germany or U.S. I don't know if there were other nations, and there were real like they set the game up so that the battles were historically correct. Of course, the outcomes were not, but you know, I appreciated a game where they kind of looked at the history and they crafted a game out of it. I kind of like that. Where am I? Here we go. I have to go to town. This must be the other. No, that's Grace O'Malley. Where's the other tower? That's the three-way war. Investigate the tower. So this is the other tower down here. This is the first one, Orion, and this is the second one. Alright, I'm closer to the city. Let me just turn it in and I'll come back out. Anyway, I think I'm kind of getting full on equipment. No, I'm alright. Inventory 241 out of 418. Vale, let me ask you this question, since you probably know. I am cranking out everything into focus, right? Focus is for my life staff, which is, I guess, my primary weapon now. Uh-oh. Oh, that guy scared the crap out of me. So, life staff is focus, right? So wait, this is the... I'm always in the wrong thing. It's the weapon thing you need to get to, right? The weapon mastery thing. Or... No, the attributes. Yeah, so life staff uses focus, and that's it. Just one attribute. When I log off and I finish this stream, I am going to get the expansion, because as usual, I'm playing the game, I'm having fun, and I just got level 25, which I'm able to do the mount quest. So I'm going to do it. So then I'll have flail and shield, which also likes focus, but then it likes strength. Now, is it smart to split up your attributes into two different ones? I know it's probably not smart at all to spread them around. I think you kind of do want to specialize in one or two. But I don't know if it's smart that I just specialized in one, because my greatsword is not very good because I don't have anything in strength or dexterity. Mounts are 100% worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna get the expansion. I've already convinced myself of that. World of Warcraft on an island. Yeah. Well, you know what the thing is. I always say, you got to make it fun. You're never going to make it fun for everyone. Like, no game is going to please everyone. But you got to make it fun. And how are companies that are trying to make money as well as having a good game, how are they going to do that? They're going to copy what works. And the first game everyone turns to is, what do you think? It's Blizzard's World of Warcraft. United in my mind. The Syndicate may have thinkers from all corners of the world in a seemingly congruent group of intellectuals, but we are united in the use of our mind before our fists or our hearts, often prone to error as they are. Alright, this goes on and tells you about the Syndicate, which I will read, because I still have to pick a faction. And there's another one over here. I read this one already. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't vibe largely because they shoved all the stuff in at last minute. Well, I think it takes a while to flesh out a game world, right? It took a while, I think, for certain games in their development. You could tell, like, during their development that they really put a lot of time and effort into their background and their lore. And then other games, it took them years of the game being active and developed while people played it. What are some examples? I think you could kind of say EverQuest. See, I can't remember what EverQuest was like when it first came out. The lore was kind of cool, and my friends and I just dug it. And there was a lot of lore in the game, but it built up over time. There's so many expansions. But what was that a game that had solid lore and themes, or did it expand over the years with all their expansions? I can't remember that. But then there are games that start off with a basic lore, I think, and then as you play them, it just builds. You know, with their expansions or whatever. Here's Florina.
So you made it out of the farm with your soul intact? And I suppose you reclaimed the Olcott's keepsakes as well? Oh, I am ashamed. You kept faith and came through where I failed. Perhaps I am not Covenant material.
Yeah, New World. They should have started off slower or pushed the game back. Yeah. It was a good start, alright? So if you're like me and you really haven't gotten far in the game, I was always pretty satisfied with how it was, but now that I'm seeing more of the game, I see how like the story is told, and they just tell stories through reading these little things, and you know, it's sort of getting to be more of the same. What? Oh, okay, she's going to tell me about the factions. What is the Covenant?
The Covenant is an order of Templars sworn to battle on Aeternum to keep the spark of hope alive for all eternity. From what I've witnessed, you belong as one of us.
If I complete this quest, do I become part of the Covenant?
I strongly recommend that you visit the Covenant Enclave yourself. There is something inspiring about the place.
This
In
is
fact, if you don't mind,
the
it would help
redesign?
me greatly if you could take a message to my brother there, Lithold. Thank you. Lithold undoubtedly worries for my welfare, so please reassure him. I committed to helping the people here in Oxborough for my Covenant initiation, and there's more to be done. Hopefully,
They
I'll
overhauled
see
the
you
entire
both
questing
at
system.
the Enclave soon.
I can't remember what it was like, because I did buy this shortly after release, and I played it, but I think it was so full of bugs, and I kept on... I had like technical difficulties. I had an older computer. I think I kind of gave it a break for a while, but I can't even remember what the questing system was like. Maybe it was that bad that I kind of put it out of my mind. So supposedly when New World Aeternum comes out, they have another revamp. Talk to Janus. That's part of the main quest, I believe. How do I compare? Compare is left, right mouse button. This one gives me more focus. I think I like the Constitution though. Let me keep the Shadowwall boots on. It's been a while since I've gone through my gear. This definitely is something I should equip. All the buildings you're looking at in town there were redesigned. Housing is completely different. Is it still... I seem to... I don't know, I never actually got a house, but like walking into the inn reminded me of EverQuest 2, where how you go into the housing area and you could buy a house, and then you go up into like a building where your house is in. So it's more like an apartment. Is that how it is? Or is it instanced? Oh, I forgot I had another gear. I unlocked another gear set. Like that. I'm getting a whole bunch of Constitution from these items. Instanced. Okay. So is it an actual house? You could see like the house is yours. I kind of like that. I'm not a great fan of instancing, but I'm also not a fan of open world housing where, you know, like it's going to be in PAX Day, where you're going to have to find a spot and you're going to have to put your house down, and now you're going to have to maintain it so that if you don't maintain it, it's going to disappear. That could give you a headache. I want my stash. It's a storage shed. This way. Well, I need 5,000 coins. I only have about, what do I have? Almost 2,400. Yeah, I watched your video and I totally agreed with it. And you know, sometimes I could be pretty blind to things, but, and I always tell people, if you don't like it, don't buy it. But I don't always follow my own. I don't. Sometimes I will buy it, even though I know that it's a ripoff and that it's a bad practice. I'll go and I'll buy it because I want to play the game. But you know, in this case, I don't know. It just seems like it's a lot of money for a game that I played in that what was it, that second alpha, the Wilderness alpha. I played it and I had fun playing it, but I know that combat was way off, and there were other things that were way off, you know, from being complete. So, you know, I've been burned before buying games and not seeing them done, and then seeing them actually just completely canceled. The game just ceased to exist. Oh shoot, this is not the same as my storage shed in my other city. I think I want to go back to my other city. The first city. What's it called? It's this one, right? Why can't I see the name of it on the map? Oh, Monarch's Bluff. Yeah. It's hard not to buy into the shovelware when those are increasingly the only options we're given. Yeah. Well, like I responded on the comments of your video when somebody asked how would you monetize it? Well, you monetize it like, you know, most MMOs used to be monetized. You pay a subscription. You charge a subscription fee, and if people like your game, they're going to pay the subscription fee. They're going to pay it. There's nothing wrong with that, and I don't see why that. Maybe that's just not enough anymore because games have gotten to be so expensive. And if that's the case, raise the subscription fee. You know, Final Fantasy 11, is it? The old Final Fantasy, the one before 14 MMO, that is still charging you like $15 a month. And how old is that game? Or maybe it's 10, maybe it's not 15. But people pay it because they like the game. I'm just going to add this one to my journal. Read that one later. Same with this one. Guild Wars 2 is one of what is that company? I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on that company, but it's one of their bigger games. I don't know if it's their biggest moneymaker, but Guild Wars 2, you just buy the game. You buy the game, you play it. If you like it, you want to play more, buy the expansion. And they're coming out with another expansion's coming up soon. I mean, it's just the problem is maybe the games are becoming too expensive, and now the developers and the publishers, they all want to recoup the cost or even make a lot of money from it. I don't know if that's going to be sustainable if you have people kind of waking up to the practices that are going on, like I am, you know, and if people are watching your videos, they may understand it. That sometimes it's just not worth it, and sometimes the risk is not worth it. You know, I'll definitely play PAX Day when it comes out, when it's done, and then I'll pay for it and I'll try it out. You know, but not until it's done, because why go ahead and pay? I don't know. Let's say you get the standard base. The base game was $40, or it says €40, but everyone's saying $40. And then I get to do what I did in the alpha, right? I get to build on one plot, which means I get to build half a house, and maybe I could fit some crafting things in there. You know, have to struggle through combat. I don't know. It just... Nah, I'm not going to go for it this time around. I've got too many other games to play. I've got... Oh yeah, NCSoft and ArenaNet. Thank you. They've got Throne and Liberty that I hear has got some problems. I played the beta, or the whatever that was that came out. I played the last... I think it was a closed beta. And I played it for a while. I played it in the back of my mind knowing that there was going to be pay to win. So I never really got into it. I just wanted to see what it was like. But I was always a fan of ArcAge. I played that a little bit, so I thought this might be something like that, but I don't know. Alright, I'm looking for a fast travel. So that's what I was thinking about doing, because I want to fast travel. Here it is. And can I just use something in my inventory to get back to where I'm bound? Maybe not. Maybe not in this game. I could have sworn I did, though. Gaming has become big business over the last 20 years. That's why we're seeing things unfold this way. The investor class has taken over, and all they want are infinity scaling margins. Yeah. Well, thank goodness for the indie games, right? Because there are some good games coming out from indie developers. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I love this. He's not very good either. Oh. So stupid. Look at him dancing. He looks like a little hobbit or something. Yes, I will definitely tip you. Mm-hmm. Take my money. Yeah, I heard a whole lot about that Unity stuff, that Unity scandal. Oh, here we go, fast travel. Is this going to cost me anything? Oh, it costs, yeah, I don't know if I want to spend that. Isn't there like a Hearthstone or something in this game? I don't remember. Well, I still have iron cartridges from when I was using my rifle. Oh, from the map? Yes, yes, you're right. I remember now. Recall to end. Now this should be free, right? This one costs you. This one doesn't. That's what I want to do. Thank you. And then I'm probably going to go eat my lunch. What is, yeah, it's about 20 to 1. Definitely lunchtime. I'm hungry. This is where I've got all my stuff. Yeah. How do you quick move it over? I forgot. No, not that. Yeah. Shift. Click. It all gets put away. Am I full? Almost. Oh, these are mission items. Weight restrictions. Oh, now there's too much weight in there. This stuff I'm just going to sell. Yeah, I save everything because I don't know yet what I want to do about crafting. So I just put everything I could in here. A lot of this crap I could probably take out and sell. I will do that next time. Alright, yeah, I'm going to log off and get something to eat. And then look for something else to do. Although I may come back and play this. It's been fun. Thanks for joining me here. Helping me out. I'll see you later, Belgrim. You have a good stream too. And that'll do it for me. Gives a little wave.